It's been a heck of a time since we had a true new 2D Mario that changed the game for the series. We've had the classics for sure, and the new Super Mario Bros. Series, but the new in the title was just a formality at this point, as it was becoming boring and even stale. I myself never tried the new series because it felt, well, kind of bland to me when I looked at it. I didn't want to try a lot of 2D Mario actually, I was more of a 3D Mario type of guy. But then Nintendo revealed Super Mario Bros. Wonder, a 2D Mario that completely changes the style of the Plumbers games in the past decade. The art style looks different, it's wackier, new power-ups, new playable characters, Bowser turns into a flying airship with his face on it. What more could you want? We are concluding Mario Month with the release of Super Mario Wonder. I had a decent amount of time to play the game live on Twitch, which you can check out in the link in the description below if you want. And after checking it out, I thought you would like to know my thoughts on it, on whether you should pick it up. Oh, of course you could pick it up! It's Mario! Mario Wonder is a breath of fresh air, something newer and crazier than anything the series has ever done before. It is some of the most creative, inspiring, and most fun I've ever had in the Mario series, and it makes me want to keep playing it in new fun ways. It takes the Mario series in a bold new direction, a place where 2D Mario feels evolved, and the best it's ever been. But why is Super Mario Wonder truly a wonder in the gaming world? Let's find out. Mario and friends start their adventure in the Flower Kingdom, not the Mushroom Kingdom this time, where Prince Florian is about to welcome the plumber with a special Wonder Flower. The flower, however, is stolen by Bowser, and he uses the flower power to literally become a castle. Like, that's not a hyperbole. Not metaphorically, rhetorically, poetically, or theoretically, or any other fancy way. He's a floating castle. Straight up. And it's up to Mario and friends to collect Wonder Seeds, Royal Seeds, and stop Bowser from terrorizing the Petal Isles with his Wonder Power. I feel this is a lot different already than past 2D Mario games. The story isn't too important like Thousand Year Door or Mario RPG, but there's a lot more dialogue than past games. Prince Florian has a hefty chunk of lines, there's NPCs in the Flower Kingdom you can talk to, even Bowser and Bowser Jr. have a couple of villainous monologues. My dad's a castle now! I remember when my dad turned into a castle and went to get some milk. It's really strange but encouraging to see these story elements in traditional 2D Mario games. Pure gameplay has gotten Mario pretty far, but having a story with new character and more dialogue really can help the story improve and raise the stakes, making the game a much more memorable experience. But it is weird to think this game has a better story than Sticker Star already. The flowers just talk! They are literally all around the kingdom, multiple talking flowers all over the place, and they are quite the chatterboxes. They have encouraging words, react to what's going on around you in the level, sometimes they just say hi, ask how you're doing, wonder what you taste like. These flowers are very fun and a very happy addition to the Mario universe. I want my own bunch of talking flowers. In fact, why don't I have my bunch of talking flowers in the video?
Hey there! Welcome to the Flower Kingdom.
How's the weather today? It looks sunny and bright.
I'm thirsty. Could you water me?
I said, water me.
Just like in the game. One thing I love about Mario Wonder is the absolute prestige of the presentation. Everything looks so... It's really hard not to say wonderful in every sentence. Everything looks so... magnificent. Look at this game. Look at this Mario game and its presentation. It's beautiful. It's colorful. It's weird, but in the best way. Something about new Super Mario Bros. Felt cookie cutter and predictable, especially as the games went on. Mario Wonder is the complete opposite. Each location is unique looking, or the levels have something that set them apart from one another, whether it be a game mechanic, a weird creature or enemy, or a new power-up. And we'll get to those later.
Or a talking flower. Wait, I'm a talking flower?
Every single level I've played so far is just magical and fun. The devs really stepped up their game with the creativity and design. I found myself smiling and looking forward to every level, just to see how they would change the 2D formula and make it more interesting. Even navigating the overworld feels fresh and new, as you can explore it more freely and choose which order you want to do levels. And the music in this game is probably some of the best I've ever heard in a Mario game. So many great tunes. that while some repeat often in each level, they are really refreshing and make the game feel bouncy and full of life. And Wonder would not be the same without this wonderful soundtrack. There we go, I said wonderful again. You also have a variety of levels. It's not just side-scrolling anymore. I mean, yes, it's a lot of 2D Mario where you go from one level to the next. But there's also a few other different types of levels thrown in. You have badge challenge levels, which we'll get to when we talk about badges. The search parties, where you are able to look around to find 5 different flower coins in the area. Break time, where you do a short task such as using a power-up to find a seed or certain item. Just a short breezy level. And the KO arena, where you pick power-ups and have to fight all the enemies in each room as fast as possible. Sadly, there's no boxing involved.
Aw, I love when Mario stomps on those Koopas.
The level varieties really help out a lot, and can really change up the pace. There's also a bunch of surprise levels too, like when a Magic Koopa summons the Bowser battleship, and then you spend a level on that battleship, and head to the engine room to try to break it down from the inside. It's really cool. And the final level of each area is this huge castle section, where Bowser's Wonder Flower influence changes the level, and makes it more challenging. Not to mention it ends with Bowser Jr., which yeah, it stinks he's the only recurring boss, but he morphs into corrupted Bowser Jr., and he looks so evil and awesome. Eat your heart out, Jello Mario! By far the most interesting thing about the game, the thing that truly sets Wonder apart from every other 2D Mario, is the Wonder Flower. I love the Wonder Flower. Whoa, my god! Oh my god, it's so crazy, man! Woo, flowers everywhere, pipes going.
Yep, I think we lost him, everybody.
My favorite thing is finding the Wonder Flower in each level, and just seeing what the heck can happen. You don't need the Wonder Flower to complete the level, but you're missing all the fun. The best thing is seeing how the flower completely changes things, making it much weirder and trippier. Pipes start moving on their own, a stampede of enemies will form, perspective changes, you could swim on land and walk on water, you can turn into enemies, enemies will appear to chase you, time will manipulate itself, the piranha plants will start singing! I can't tell you how adorable this is! It really does allow Mario to be experimental. You honestly never know what to expect the moment that flower touches your grasp. And I can't tell you the joy that makes me feel to find out. I try not to even finish a level without touching that flower, as it really isn't as entertaining without it. I love these guys so much.
Hey, what about us? We're lovable. Right, Random Bald Man?
Oh yes you are, Talking Flower. You get a lot of freedom with Wonder in how you play. And you also get a lot of freedom with who you play. You have Mario, Luigi, Peach, Toad 1 and 2, Toadette, and Daisy, who actually makes her first appearance in a 2D Mario. And honestly, she's my favorite to play as, although everyone else is just as fun. And yes, the voice of Mario and Luigi are different. We don't have Charles Martinet voicing the brothers anymore. Instead, we have Kevin Afghani, who does a really good job voicing the iconic roles. The change can be noticeable at points, but honestly, there are times where I still couldn't even tell the difference. I wish him luck with voicing the roles for the future. I also think the voice of Daisy got recast too, and she did a magnificent job as well. The voice work in this game is truly wonderful. I've said it again! But all these characters are fun to play, but I will admit most are exactly the same. Nothing hugely different that signifies them or gives them special abilities. Like in the past, Luigi would jump higher, Peach would glide, Toad would be faster, and Mario would be Mario. But no, everyone is the same, just all cosmetic. Oddly enough, multicolored Yoshis and Nabbit are the ones with the distinct abilities. And that ability is Easy Mode. Yoshi can jump higher than everyone else, and Nabbit, he's indestructible. Nothing can touch Nabbit.
He's a madman, I tell you. Oh.
But he can't survive falling off cliffs. Better watch your step, Nabbit. All the Yoshis in Nabbit are essentially a leisure mode, just to play without any consequences. And while some people may say that's too easy, I'm glad the option is there. I know my nephews love to play Mario, but they struggle a lot with the challenge. They are just too young to really understand the platforming of the game. So I'm really excited for them to try this game and have an easier time with it. And I can play with them too, as it is multiplayer. Speaking of, I really enjoy the online multiplayer in this Nintendo game. You don't hear that often, do you? It's not traditional in a sense, but basically if you turn on online, you have players all around the world join you. They're like phantom players who will join you as you play the game in each level. Each person a different level. You can't technically interact with them, but there are ways where it counts where everyone can help each other out. If I fall off and die, my character will turn into a ghost. And if I run into another player, or one of the standees that players can leave out, you are instantly brought back to life again. And if someone else is a ghost, you can touch them and they will be brought back to life too. It reminds me a lot of the multiplayer in Cuphead, and how it gives you a second chance. Eerily similar with the ghost form too. You can also share power-ups too, giving people an edge to a level if need be. It's amazing how a lot of anonymous help comes from this game, and now having multiplayer online turned on really gives you an advantage. It's such a genius way to play that I never want to turn it off. And if someone is in need or a ghost is asking for help, I will literally try my best to turn around and help them if I can. Although I don't always make it in time. I know these people are random and all around various parts of the globe, but it still feels like they're right there. I see how they play, and even watching my transparent companions has helped me figure out how to solve certain puzzles, or find wonder flowers. It's a fun way to play multiplayer that I really find innovative, and it's my favorite way to play Mario Wonder. Not to mention you can play multiplayer more traditionally online as well, especially with racing, where you and your friends try to finish a course in the best time. I haven't done many races, but they seem pretty fun.
Ready, steady, go!
Like most Mario games, Mario has all sorts of power-ups, new and returning, to help you out in your adventure. And just like everything else in Wonder, these power-ups are really weird. You have the usuals returning, the mushroom that makes you bigger and the fire flower that shoots flour from the palm of your hands, regular plumber powers. But there are 3 new power-ups. The most famous one is the elephant power-up, where Mario and friends transform into elephants. As you do, you can hit enemies with your trunk and collect and spray water with it too. You are also heavier, so you can move things like walls and pipes easier. It's my favorite of the new power-ups, hands down. Or should I say, tusks down?
An elephant never forgets a bad pun.
The other 2 power-ups you get are the bubble and the drill flower, both of which are pretty good. The bubble power-up has it where you can, well, blow bubbles.
All bubble-blowing babies will be beaten senseless by you.
And they instantly pop on enemies. You can also use them as an additional platform if you time them right. This one is okay, just very situational to me compared to the other 2. Like, I feel like it's only beneficial for certain levels more than anything else. I also hear it's a lot of fun for speedruns, but I can't verify that for sure. But I can totally see that as being used as a way to get from point A to point B. The driller, on the other hand, is a lot more fun for me. You not only can use the drill to dive in on enemies from above or below, but you can also go underground to travel through small cracks and get around the level. It's a fun new way to platform and explore, and can lead to interesting new challenges. Elephant is still my favorite though, and it offers a lot of replayability. I just love playing as an elephant with not only Mario, but the entire cast, minus Yoshi and Nabbit. And it's really cool seeing the elephant parade of characters. Just don't look at DeviantArt for the next few weeks, for your own sake. Oh yeah, let's not forget about badges. Something that was only introduced in Paper Mario, but now is in the actual game series. And they can even customize the gameplay even more. All throughout the adventure you get badges, which can be equipped to Prince Florence to help you on your adventure. These badges give you certain abilities that will help you with each level, and there are quite a lot of them. The parachute cap to use your hat like a glider, the wall jump badge where you have a better time wall jumping, the auto super shroom that gives you a mushroom at the start of the level, the sensor that helps you collect objects like wonder flowers and purple coins. These badges are a lot of fun and really add to the variety that this game has so much of. You even have levels designated to use these badges as badge challenge levels. Remember when I mentioned that in the beginning? These are fun and even some difficult levels where you can master certain badges. It's so cool how these courses can be used with these badges in mind in creative and ambitious ways. Not only can they give you an advantage in a level, whether it be an extra hit point, an advantage with jumping, or even help with finding items, it also can provide different challenges and runs. Some badges add additional challenge, like the invisibility badge, where not only enemies can't see you, but you can't see you, making it hard to see where you are. I can totally see challenge runs happening where people will use only one badge for each level, especially since the game tends to be more on the easier side. If you want it to be easier, it can be. If you want it to be harder, the game allows you to do so. These badges can help or hurt you. It's up to you on what you choose. Oh, how did he get here? And overall, that's the draw of Super Mario Wonder. Being able to play it however you want and the freedom that comes with it. The game is not only fantastic with the way it looks, but also the amount of ways you can play the game. Using the Wonder Flower or not, what characters you could play as, the power-ups you can use, the badges you can use, what levels you decide to do in what order. I love how customizable your play experience can get. Nintendo decided to add as much wacky options as possible, all to make playing Mario Wonder more interesting and more fun. I think I read somewhere that the devs were inspired by the levels created in Mario Maker, and I could seriously tell. These levels feel more finely crafted, unique, and overall strangely enjoyable than any 2D Mario I've ever played. And I love it! I love how wacky and weird this game can get, and the many ways that you can play it. I'm not the biggest fan of 2D Mario, but if we get more 2D Marios like this game, and how creative this one is, I'm gonna find myself playing a lot more 2D Mario games. It's a game I'm really going to play a lot of, even when I finally beat it. And I imagine a lot of people are going to want to replay it too. Whether they want to collect everything, speedrun it, or play it with friends. Super Mario Wonder lives up to its name by bringing back the magic and curiosity that came when playing a Mario game for the first time. This is the best 2D Mario, and even if you're not a fan of these type of games, please do yourself a favor and give it a shot. It is worth every penny. Super Mario Wonder is one of the most wonderful games you'll play on the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah! I love this game! Wait, I'm a talking flower. In a video game. Am I real? Is any of this real? What is happening? How can I speak? How can I breathe? Why do things always look so happy here? What are the Wonder Flowers doing to us? What is going on?
What a heck of a way to end off Mario Month, eh? Ending with possibly the best Mario game on the Switch since Mario Odyssey or Bowser's Fury. I had a lot of fun with this, and met a lot of talking flowers. And to think, we have another Mario game just around the corner, Super Mario RPG. Maybe I'll get to that game sometime. Only time will tell. With all these Mario games, the Mario game announcements, and the Mario movie, 2023 has certainly turned into the year of Mario. Sorry, Tears of the Kingdom. What did you think of Super Mario Bros. Wonder? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to hit the like button and stay tuned for more videos.
Have a wonderful day!
I'm a real flower,